absolute agreement here that a strong foundational home and a community that nurtures and helps families, no matter what the family dynamic looks like, thrive is the basis of any strategic goal setting we could ever do. So I believe that's something that I can carry forward. If we can do that, then on the other end, where we have the problems, what I've heard today is that it's very difficult to know where the resources are. We did one thing in Dublin for seniors. It's called Forever Seniors, and we created a staff position, which is a concierge to seniors. And anybody can go in and say, I'm having trouble with my Medicare, I'm having trouble with not being able to take care of my husband, and that concierge person tells them where all the resources are. So why can't we do that for everyone?
Right.
So I'm going to carry that message home to Dublin and say, listen, we just hired a social
I will say my last takeaway from this is we live in a privileged region, this Central Ohio region, whether it's Dublin, Gahanna, Columbus, the municipalities does a great job in terms of investing in resources. I mean, as a community leader, I see it every day. I think the challenge is there's an equity, the resources are not equitably distributed out to communities that really need it. Not because the municipalities or the cities are not doing what it's supposed to do, but I think as an immigrant community, we're not taking the advantage of going out and finding those resources. Until we as community leaders within our organizations or within our communities start taking that step to help families that need childcare, help families that need rental assistance, help families that need this, mental health will continue to circle within our community because it's an economic impact, it's a social impact. These are all of the issues that are creating the mental health. So let's take advantage of the region that we reside in to see how we can go out and find community.
Let's take advantage of where we reside in. And thank you so much, Alpha, and congrats on what you're doing to the community. I'll come back to you, Jane.
Okay. Thank you so much, Grace and Ernest. This was amazing to be able to share, especially at this time as we turn the tide in 2024. My 3 takeaways, is really just be okay to ask for help. Be okay to ask for help. Be okay that we are all going to fail some short. And if you have those mental issues, to look for resources. Like Alpha said, Columbus is really, has a lot of resources, but asking for that help will get you those resources. And as an educator and family, get to know who your teachers are. Get to know who your principal is in your school building, because they are going to be your first line of help when you're needing those resources for your family.
All right, let your kids know that we need to get to that principal and talk with that teacher. Okay, 30 seconds.
One thing I would say is 2024, I spoke to Deba. One thing that I love about Alpha real quick is he's always partnering with me in terms of letting us know what's going on. So we send that information out as possible. One thing I've noticed is it's not just the Liberian community or the African. You have different community coming. I love that. So that's one thing that I'm going to do in 24, reach out to different mayors or council members. Let's have association leadership reach out to us, send us a press conference, so we'll get that information out.
Beautiful. Doctor?
Real quick, again, thank you so much for having me. This was my second event participating, and I look for greater things in 2024. Again, this conversation was very much needed. I thank for all the panelists today for your diverse opinions and thoughts and wealth of information. So I thank you. My couple takeaways I have, again, I stated self-care, prayer, and acknowledge that if you need resources, take advantage of it. Don't be afraid to ask.
Self-care, prayers, take advantage of the resources. Thought.
Thank you, Grace, for having me. Thank you, Ernest, for having me. I really enjoyed the panel. Thank you to all the panelists. I'm just going to say mental health, as far as mental health, just be able to identify it. Don't be afraid to address it. Embrace that journey. And at the end, just make sure you love yourself.
Address mental health with no hesitation. Emmanuel, you speak on behalf of the audience then. The mayor will run off. Emmanuel, thank you so much. So, thank you so much. I am a believer in continuous learning. We learn every day. There's no superhuman being. And every blessed day when we meet like this, there is at least one thing we learn.